Good evening. I'm going to give just a little bit of background here as to who I am. Um, it has my name on there, I think, Sue Love, and I'm soon to be 73 years old next month. I was born the last day of 1949, so old, yeah, I know, but not gone, not done with. God still has purpose and a plan for me. Um, I grew up going to church. I believed in Jesus when I was 7 years old. Started teaching the Bible to children when I was about 16 years old, and then I taught um, women Bible studies, mostly women's Sunday school classes, um, in a church setting or in my home or in other people's homes. Sometimes it was a neighbor's house, and we just started a neighborhood Bible study. And in one place, I had two different ones going, day and night. And uh, then my husband and I had a ministry to college age adults out of our home for 7.5 years. And he was the teacher, and I was more the administrator. I helped the young people to get involved in different things if they weren't Christians. We gave them things to do that were not in spiritual positions of leadership, and we really enjoyed that. Um, that came to a close in May of 2006. And by June of 2006, the Lord had me writing full time on the internet, though He had called me to this ministry um, in November of 2004, so 18 years ago. Um, and at first, it was just mainly just Him teaching me so many different things from His Word about what's going on in the world, a lot of things that I didn't understand before, didn't know before, and He opened my eyes to a lot of things, during that time. And then later on, it went more into me teaching devotions. And then by 2011, He had me writing songs. And by 2018, He had me writing poems. And He also had me write a book, The Story of My Life, which is on the internet. And then 2020, when my singing voice gave out, right after my singing voice gave out, then He had me start doing video talks. I wasn't doing them very often like I am now, just occasionally, and He's increased that recently. And so there's all different aspects of the ministry He's given to me. And what He's wanting me to share today is not a song that He gave me to write. It's a very old hymn, in fact. And it was written by Thomas Moore in 1816. Now, some of the old hymns they have great messages, and most of them are very biblical messages, but the language is antiquated, and so it's a little hard to understand. And I did look up that one word. Let me just grab it here so I make sure that I say it right. But anyway, I'm going to read it to you. It's called "Come Ye Disconsolate," and maybe you're familiar with it. And it says, "Come ye disconsolate, where'er ye languish, come to the mercy seat, fervently kneel. Here bring your wounded hearts, here tell your anguish. Earth has no sorrow that heaven cannot heal. Joy of the desolate, light of the straying, hope of the penitent, fadeless and pure. Here speaks the Comforter, tenderly saying, Earth has no sorrow that heaven cannot cure. Here see the bread of life, see waters flowing forth from the throne of God, pure from above. Come to the feast of love, come ever knowing, earth has no sorrow, but heaven can remove. Okay, that word disconsolate, maybe you know what it means. Uh, it says, without consolation or comfort, unhappy, doleful, feeling dejected, lonely, depressed. We all have times when things aren't going so great for us. I had a lot of that in my life. I shared before, I was abused by my father in many different ways. And then I married a man I didn't know was a sex addict. And we've been married for 50 years. Um, and I had a lot of church situations, which I would consider church abuse. Uh, and it just, just a lot. I have just had a lot, and so I understand this word disconsolate. I understand what it means to be in languish, um, to have wounded hearts. I've had my second, well, actually, it's my third blog is called Walking Wounded, and that's the main focus primarily of that blog. That's what it was created for. It talked about the people with wounded hearts, either the addicted or the married to addicted, or a child of somebody who is abusive. Um, that anyway, we all have something, something we've gone through, something we are going through. Maybe not anything really severe. Maybe it is severe. But with the song that is comforting. It is telling us that whatever we're going through, no matter how hard it is, no matter how difficult, if our hearts are hurting because people have hurt us, um, uh, we didn't deserve it. Now, sometimes people hurt us because we do deserve it, and we're still hurting. But uh, we heaven can heal, God can heal. There isn't anything, well, number one, there isn't anything that we go through that God didn't know was going to happen to begin with, and he allowed it, because he's sovereign. He's completely sovereign over our lives. And so so nothing catches him by surprise, even though things sometimes catch us by surprise. um but anyway, he's there, for us who are following him or listening to him and obeying him. He is there for us to heal our wounded hearts. He's there for the unsaved to heal their wounded hearts if they will come to him in truth and in humility, and will submit to him, and surrender their lives to him. He is there to heal our sins, and to deliver us, and to help us to now walk in holiness and righteousness. And but if we're just, being hurt, going through hard times, going through trials, um, that he is there for us. He is there to give us comfort and encouragement, and just whatever we need, to make it through this life, because life can be hard, can't it? Can be difficult at times, and God is there for us. If we're following him, if we're his true sheep, he's there for us. And the important thing is we just give it all to him. We surrender it to him, and we trust him with our lives and whatever we're going through. And that we let him be our comfort and our help and our encouragement. And we don't worry about things. We don't get all upset about them or start fearing things, like the what ifs. What if this person does this? What if that happens? And we can't do that, because we have no control over the what ifs. And so we need to trust the Lord and just turn to him, and obey him and whatever he tells us to do, and then just trust him with those situations, because we have no control over most of them anyway. And because he's God, and he loves us, and he really does want what's best for us. And if he's allowing things in our lives, they're for our good, even though they're painful. He has a purpose for them, and I have to do that. I have to learn that too. because it's a daily kind of lesson. Every time I face something, I have to remind myself God is in control. He has good in mind for me. He's allowing this, and He can see me through it. And that's what I had to share with you today. And I hope you found some encouragement from this today. And I love you.